Alright guys, ready to see some 7-day-old puppies? Let's check it out. Check out these guys, they are so cute. Oh yeah. So today I'm going to get some more hay, and I was just down to one partial big bale over here, and I basically just used the baling twine that was on it and just pushed it off the back, and now I'm going to go ahead and hook up the truck. Alright, so I am loaded up and ready to go. Yeah, yeah. Perfect, that's good. Awesome. So we made it back home with the hay, and about halfway through the trip, the guy pulls up to me, he's honking, he says, "Hey, you're losing some hay." And come to find out, this baling twine, I remember it snapped when he was loading it up, and I had some hay just kind of flaking off a little bit on the top, and it looks like I pulled over and I kind of tied it up a little bit, but we just lost just a little bit here, not too much that was coming off, and I was able to pick it up, so it wasn't too bad. And I did notice that that tractor was pretty awesome. You know, I've always watched the other guy load with the skid steer, and I think I'm going to try to give some of this to my cows and see what they think of it. Just maybe a little handful. I think they're really going to like it because there's a lot of alfalfa in this. But I was really impressed with that tractor, the way it loaded up the big bales of hay. Boy, I was thinking of getting a skid steer for a long time, but after seeing that tractor, I might just go to a big tractor like that. It almost seemed like it handled them and better, and it was more stable. So let me open this gate and see what these cows think of this this new hay. So we'll see what they think of it. What do you think of that, buddies? Oh my goodness, huh? You guys really like that, huh? Oh boy, huh? Here comes another cow running for it. Oh my goodness. I think it's a hit. I think it's a hit. Oh my goodness. Whew. They love that alfalfa. Wow. I also noticed that Iris kind of got trapped in here. Everyone was pushing on the fence, it looked like. Poor girl. We're going to have to figure out something else here. This is not going to work. So this hay looks really good. It's nice and green. And he said it was actually alfalfa mixed with orchard grass, which is the absolute best grass you can get. This actually was built a little bit of plastic in there. That's funny. But it was funny, the guy actually said he had 50 cows, and he's actually feeding one of those bales per day, which is pretty incredible. So he's going through that whole trailer load in 4 days, and it takes me a month to go through that much. It's incredible. So here's what I figured out for the cow's pushing in Iris's panels. So basically what I'm doing is put another stock tank there, and I'll fill that up, and that should be plenty of water and plenty of weight where they won't be able to push it. So it looks like the new alfalfa grass hay is a big hit with the cows. One thing you really have to watch is bloat in cattle, because cows are kind of, you have to really be careful, especially switching them over to alfalfa, because she likes to headbutt me. She's a crazy cow. But yeah, if you switch it, so if you took cows that were just on dry hay and you ran them out on fresh 100% green alfalfa growing in the ground, there's a high risk that they could bloat and die. So when you're switching them over to alfalfa, you really have to be careful, and you want to kind of gradually do it. So I just kind of sprinkled a little of that new hay in here, and they're kind of picking through it, and they'll slowly eat the grass and the alfalfa kind of together. So they get a little crazed over alfalfa because it's so good, and they could eat a lot of it. So these cows are really going crazy over it. But I remember when I first started out in cattle, and I was going away for the weekend, and I had my very first cow, Daisy. She's a little black and white Holstein, and I thought, oh, I'll just fill this little tub over here with 50 pounds of grain. That should be good for the weekend. So I came out, actually I put it out that night, and I came out the morning before we were ready to go, and I came out here and she ate the whole tub of grain, 50 pounds, and she was a little tiny cow. She's probably only as big as my little calf over here. And come to find out, she actually could have died. Luckily she didn't. She didn't have any negative effects. But I've heard people where they'll accidentally spill a whole tub of grain on the ground, and all the cows get into it, and they all bloat and die. And it's really sad. So you really have to watch if you're feeding them grain, or if you're feeding them alfalfa, to slowly move them over. Alright, before I sign off, I want to take a look at these puppies again. This is later on in the 7th day, so 7-day-old puppies. How exciting. Let's see how they're doing. Oh. Alright, here we go, here we go. Those are some silly puppies. There's a couple more over here. So I did notice when I came in that it's kind of having a hard time cooling this place. So I actually plugged the batteries back in the remote for the air conditioner and turned it down, and that seems to be helping. It actually worked after I got it wet. And the other thing is this fan, I think it works really good at night, but I don't think it works that good when it's really hot, because what it's doing is it's pushing the hot air down in the air-conditioned air down here. So I turned it off, and immediately the temperature dropped to a more comfortable level down on the bottom here. So I think I'm going to have to figure out how to turn that fan on and off with different temperatures. If it gets too hot, it needs to turn off. I don't know how that's going to happen. Alright, so I actually was able to figure this crazy thing out. So I do have one more jump start thermostat. So I set that to 80 degrees. So I know at night this kind of cycles between 76 and 78. So this is actually, will turn on if it goes below 80 degrees. So that'll actually keep the heat up there, and that'll keep the cool air down here. I mean, that one small change, and that makes a huge difference down here. It was almost too hot, so still a work in progress. I guess on the hot days, it's I think if that air conditioner would be a little more powerful, it wouldn't be an issue, but or maybe if it was a little more insulated. That's the update from the puppy front. Oh, these little guys are so cute. 7 days old. So, thanks for going with me on my heyday and checking out the puppies, and I will see you next time.